Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Jason. I'm Technical Service Manager here with Leary Company. Today, I'm going to give you some training and a tutorial on our Monet user interface, basically our gluing and detection software. On the right side of the home screen, we have these three icons that go vertical. The top one here is our job setup menu. So from the home screen, I can go into this job setup icon, and this is where I can program a new job. So we currently have two jobs saved in the system, job 7 and job 8. To change the job, you simply just highlight or touch the other job, and you can hit the home button to bring you back to the home screen. It's going to prompt me with this message because it knows that I'm currently running. So I just changed the job that simply, just by going into the job menu and going from job 8 to job 7. I can easily toggle back to job 8 just by highlighting it and then again hitting the home button. Normally, you're probably not running product through the machine when changing jobs, but the system will allow you to do so. So that's how we kind of switch between jobs. Now I'm going to show you, if I go back into the job menu, I'm going to show you how we can actually create a new job. So when we create a new job in the job setup menu, we basically utilize this top field here. It's called the job number or job name. When you type in a new name, you don't have to worry about what is showing in there currently because job 8 is already saved in the system. So when I touch this top job name field, I can type right over number 8. It's not going to harm job 8 because it's already saved in the system in this list down here. So I can type in a new name, and you guys can be as descriptive as you'd like. It's alphanumeric, so you can use words, letters, numbers. You can use die numbers, whatever seems to suit the end user the most for remembering what they named that job so they can recall it at a later date. So if I type in a new job name, that's all I really need to do. I'm going to stop my simulator here. And then I have two options. I can hit the home button after I type in the new job name, or I can hit this arrow to the right. Now, hitting the arrow to the right is going to take me through a step-by-step job setup process. It's going to let me go through each individual setup station or setup screen, and it ensures that I don't miss any steps when I'm setting up the new job. If I were to hit the home button after I type in the new job, the top of the screen will show me what my current job is. So you can now see the new job show up at the top of the Monet screen. And it now shows me that I've started a new job. And it also reset my feed count and my trombone count. Okay. So I'm going to go back to our job 8 that we were previously running. And I'm going to go back home. I'm going to start my simulator. Also within the job setup menu, as you create more and more jobs, this list will continue to populate and grow. As the list grows, and you save more and more jobs in the system, you will utilize the scroll bar on the right-hand side to find jobs that are further down the list. It will save the jobs in an alphabetical order. So it's not necessarily by date it was created. They'll list them out in alphabetical order. You can copy jobs. So if we know job 8 is a good job and we want to run another job that's going to be almost identical, but we want to call it a different name, we have what's called the copy job icon here. So because I'm currently running job number 8, if I want to create another job with a different name, but have all of the same criteria, the same glue events, I can hit the copy button and just start typing in a new job name. It doesn't matter what name you use, just as long as it can be referenced by the end user at a later date. So if I type in copy of 8, it's basically asking me, do you want to copy all of the data that is currently stored in job number 8 to the new job I just created? And I can hit yes. So now you can see there's a new job that shows up in my list. So now I have two identical jobs, just with slightly different names. The only other thing you can do in the job setup menu is delete jobs. You cannot delete the current job that's running. So the system knows I'm currently running job 8, but I can delete these other jobs that I just created. To delete the job, you just highlight it and you have to hit the trash can. And it's going to ask you for at least a manager level password, which your password is 1028 1028. And when you go to delete the job out of the job list, it will prompt you or ask, are you sure you want to permanently delete this job? And I can hit the check mark for yes. And I can delete the other job as well. Are there any questions on recalling an existing or a saved job or creating a new job within the new job setup menu?
Oh, this is good. The only question I got is, what's the second line where the Q is?
So that's what we consider an item field. If you have two, we have a lot of customers that might save their jobs by a die cut number, and that die cut number might cover a lot of different copies. So perhaps the same die cut number might have different barcodes on it. It might have different flavors, or depending on what fulfillment goes in that packaging, you might have a die number that covers many different jobs, but they're not necessarily all the same copies. So the item field gives you an additional field to differentiate similar copies or same jobs. Another feature we can use with the item field, which really doesn't apply to your application, is if you guys were doing mixed copy prevention or barcode detection, we can actually store the value of the barcode within this item field here. So it's just an extra field to differentiate similar or same job names, if that makes sense.
But it doesn't, and it doesn't show up on the bottom. So if you had like 2 number 8s, I mean, that Q, how would I know that that is 8Q and not 8E or something? You know what I mean?
If you toggle to the different jobs in the job list, you will see the item field change as well.
Right. So you have to, all right.
So if I had another job 8 with a different item name, I could toggle between the two different job 8s and I would be able to see the different items show up.
All right. Can you leave that blank, or you have to have a character in there?
You can leave this blank. You can leave it blank. You do not have to utilize the item field.
All right. Thanks.
Yep. Any other questions on the job setup menu? Okay. So again, this is just where you go where you can actually save jobs in the system, recall jobs, and you also have these two icons down here, which allows you to copy a job to a new name or delete a job out of the list. The important thing to remember is the current job that I'm running right now, job 8, it will not let me delete the current job that you're running. In fact, you'll get this little prompt that'll pop up letting you know you cannot delete the current job. So I would have to toggle to a different job, go home, then I can go back into the job menu and delete the job I was previously running.